now that you're better, all of a sudden, he wants Usyk. I don't believe he really wanted to fight Joseph Parker in the first place. I think when he beat AJ, it was in his mind already that he wanted Usyk. I don't want that banana peel fight. I might fight somebody and lose, and then I don't get the Usyk fight. And pretty much, this is pussy. This is a bitch-made move.
Daniel Dubois has just exposed himself. He never wanted to fight Joseph Parker in the first place. The moment he scraped past Anthony Joshua, his sights were locked on Oleksandr Usyk. He wasn't looking to take real risks before cashing in. A fight with Parker was a nightmare matchup, one that could have derailed his golden ticket. So, what did Dubois do? He ran. He pulled out with excuses, knowing full well that Parker would have broken him. Now, out of nowhere, he's magically ready for Usyk. This isn't about competition. It's about protecting his ego and his bank account. Dubois doesn't want the proving ground. He wants the payday. If he truly believed in himself, he would have stepped up against Parker and earned his shot the hard way. Instead, he ducked the challenge and now expects to waltz into a fight with Usyk.
Kind of shit right here, man, kind of makes me want to see Usyk beat the shit out of Daniel Dubois this time. Like really beat the shit out of him. You know, or maybe Usyk needs to get sick now. Because that's some dirty shit. Because the same way Usyk was training for this fight, Dubois was training for this fight, so was Joseph Parker.
Without putting in the work. The real question is Dubois a true contender, or just another hype job avoiding real threats? After pulling out against Parker like a coward, he now expects to land a title fight. The audacity is unreal. This time, Usyk needs to dismantle him, brutalize him, and make him pay for ducking real competition. Dubois had the same preparation time as Parker, yet he ran, leaving Parker in the dust after months of hard work. If anything, Usyk should return the favor, pull the same stunt, fall mysteriously ill, and leave Dubois stranded just like he did to Parker. This whole situation reeks of backroom deals and a manufactured title shot for a fighter who hasn't earned it. Dubois wants the easy route, but he's about to find out that skipping real fights only leads to an even worse beating. The question remains, will Usyk expose him completely, or will Dubois...
Having said that, Usyk and Dubois at Wembley will be huge in June as well, if that happens here, which it looks like it's going to happen. So my ears tell me, close to the ground. It's an enormous event. I think it'll do $1 million in pay-per-view. I think it makes 30 million box office and the stadium. It's a terrific fight.
Dubois find another way to weasel out. Gareth A. Davies is hyping up Usyk versus Dubois like it's the biggest event in boxing. But let's be real. Does Dubois even deserve this shot? He ducked Joseph Parker, a legitimate contender, yet somehow lands a mega fight at Wembley. The politics of boxing are in full force, rewarding a man who ran from a real test. 1 million pay-per-view buys? A 30 million pound blockbuster? That's wishful thinking. Fans wanted to see Parker versus Dubois, a fight with real stakes. Instead, Dubois gets handed an undeserved payday, while Parker is left in the cold. If this fight does happen, Usyk needs to make an example of Dubois. Drag him into deep waters, expose him for what he is, and leave no doubt that he never belonged at this level. But here's the real question.
He's got to be able to get them power shots off, but, against somebody like him, Usyk's not chinny. So he's got his work cut out.
Will Dubois even show up, or will he find another excuse to dodge danger? On the other hand, Peter Fury knows exactly what's coming. Daniel Dubois is walking into a nightmare. Power means nothing if you can't land clean, and against Usyk, Dubois is going to be swinging at air all night. Let's be real. Usyk isn't some chinny heavyweight waiting to get caught. He's a master technician who dismantles bigger, stronger guys with ease. Dubois had a golden opportunity to prove himself against Joseph Parker, but instead, he ran. Now, he magically finds the courage to step in with Usyk? That's not bravery, it's delusion. The truth is, Dubois is banking on a lucky shot. But when that fails, what's left? A fighter who quits when the pressure mounts. Usyk will make him miss.
I disagree. I'm in the gym every day and I see these punches, and I've looked at that punch time and time again. It's in the groin, in between the hip and the pelvis. Get it there, and it'll put any heavyweight right off. So, no, it was definitely it was a low shot. Usyk, have we seen him wince to the body? Yeah, for sure. But he's got to get them shots there, hasn't he? And Usyk seems, so far, to have all the answers.
Break him down and expose him once again. The only question left is, does Dubois even make it past 6 rounds, or is this just another masterclass in destruction? Peter Fury isn't buying the excuses. Dubois' so-called controversial low blow against Usyk was exactly that, a blatant low shot. Fury has watched the footage repeatedly and sees the truth. Dubois didn't land a perfect body shot. He went low, whether intentionally or out of desperation. This is the same Dubois who quit against Joyce and ran from Parker, yet now he's acting as if he was robbed against Usyk? Give us a break. On the other hand, Usyk has already proven he can take body shots and still find a way to win. He has faced harder punchers, better boxers, and smarter fighters than Dubois, and he has beaten them all. Dubois, on the other hand, still hasn't proven he can handle.
And I think the fact that Turkey has been mentioned, that he wants to see Dubois versus Usyk. Look, Eddie Hearn can say what he wants about, Daniel Dubois is the front runner. At the end of the day, if Turkey Al-Sheikh is saying that he wants to see Usyk versus Dubois, and it looks ever more like that's what we're going to get, because Dubois is not going ahead with the Parker fight, and it doesn't look like he's going to give Parker a fight anytime soon.
A real challenge without folding under pressure. When Usyk starts breaking him down again, will Dubois find another excuse, or will he finally admit he's not on this level? Despite Eddie Hearn's claims that Daniel Dubois is the frontrunner for a fight with Usyk, it's becoming increasingly clear that Dubois is desperately avoiding the real challenge. His recent comments only solidify the fact that Usyk versus Dubois is looking less likely, especially since Dubois has shown no interest in facing Joseph Parker anytime soon. It's starting to feel like Dubois would rather dodge a true test than risk losing to Parker. The longer he delays, the more obvious it becomes that he's not ready for Usyk either. If this fight...
Why should it be Dubois or Usyk? Why don't they step up and let him fight? But listen, I don't pay the money. It's not my... it's if they want that, but I don't like that. I think it's wrong. I think Joe should be given his... He'll get a fight.
Materializes, Usyk will dismantle him with ease. The question remains, will Dubois step up, or will he continue to hide from real threats? Meanwhile, Spencer Brown is fuming and isn't holding back. The truth is out, and he's exposing the ugly game being played in boxing's shadows. Joseph Parker has defeated top fighters, outclassed opponents, and consistently proven his worth. Yet he's being pushed to the sidelines by the sport's power brokers. Why are the so-called elite fighters avoiding Parker? It all comes down to politics, money, and manipulation. Brown sees it clearly. The sport has been hijacked by those more focused on protecting their star fighters than giving true competition a fair shot. Parker's time will come, but will boxing finally give him what he's earned? Or will more backroom deals continue to rob him of his chance to shine? Fans aren't blind, and they're fed up with the politics. It's time for the sport to deliver real fights, the fights the fans deserve.